I Minal Verma is back with another video, and if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon for the further notification. So let's start today's topic, that is penicillin. Penicillin comes under the category of antibiotics. So what are antibiotics? These are the drugs that act on microorganisms, and antibiotics either kill or inhibit the growth of microorganisms. Drugs which are active against the microorganisms are antibiotics. So let's see in detail about penicillin. So this is the classification of penicillin. Natural penicillin, penicillin G. Acid resistant penicillin, penicillin B. Penicillinase resistant parental penicillin, nepenicillin, oxacillin, cloxacillin, dicloxacillin. Penicillinase sensitive broad spectrum oral penicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, campicillin. Beta lactamase resistant penicillin, carbanicillin, anticaricillin. So let's see the structures of these penicillins. Penicillin G. This is the structure of penicillin G. In this, we have a beta lactam ring structure. This structure is known as beta lactam ring structure. To this, at the third position, we have seen addition of two methyl groups in each structure and presence of C double bond O OH, that is carboxyl group, at the second position in each structure, and presence of nitrogen at first position and sulfur at the fourth position, and presence of ketone group at the seventh position. So this is the compulsory structure for each of the penicillin structure. Now let's see what all changes we have to do. Presence of an amino carboxyl group is present over here in each structure, and presence of benzyl group in penicillin G. So this group is the benzyl group. So it is known as benzyl penicillin. So penicillin G, benzyl penicillin. Penicillin B, we have to add phenoxy group. So for penicillin B, we have to remember phenoxy group, and the structure is the same. Nepenicillin, we have to add a naphthyl group. A naphthyl group with a substitution of OC2H5 at second position. So this is nepenicillin. For cloxacillin, the word Cl means chlorine we have to add. So benzene with a chlorine group and isoxazole ring. So this ring is isoxazole ring with substitution of methyl group. So this group is for cloxacillin, a chloro from Cl and isoxazole ring. This is a little bit different from all these structures. Now let's see the further structure. Ampicillin. The group consists of a benzyl group with the amino substitution. And in the same substitutions, if we add hydroxyl group at the fourth position, it becomes amoxicillin. So for methicillin, two methyl groups. Methi means methyl group. So these two methyl groups with the benzene ring form methicillin. For oxacillin, remember the structure of cloxacillin. So for cloxacillin, the same structure was present there, benzene ring with the isoxazole ring, but the presence of chloro group over this position. If we remove this chloro group, it forms oxacillin. So this is the structure of carbanicillin, anticaricillin and dicloxacillin. For carbanicillin, you have to add COH group over this position and presence of a benzene ring and presence of thiophene ring in ticaricillin. So you can remember both the structure by only relating this. So for dicloxacillin, we have to remember the structure of cloxacillin. For cloxacillin, we added a chloro group with benzene ring and isoxazole ring. Over dicloxacillin, we have to again add a chlorine group over here. So you can remember this way. Dicloxacillin means dichloro group. So you can remember cloxacillin, oxacillin and dicloxacillin together. Cloxacillin, one chloro group, oxacillin, two hydrogen groups, no chloro group, and dicloxacillin means dichloro, that is one chloro over here, another chloro over here. So you get these structures all together. So this was all about structure. Now let's see further. So let's see the mechanism of penicillin. This is the bacteria which synthesize UDP-NAM and UDP-NAG. Here NAM means N-acetyl muramic acid and NAG means N-acetyl glucosamine. UDP-NAM is a PARP nucleotide, which means it is a pentapeptide. So let's see the structure of NAM and NAG. It is a pentapeptide chain of NAM. So it consists of L-alanine, D-glutamic acid, L-lysine, D-alanine and D-alanine. And NAG does not have such pentapeptide. So the main mechanism of bacteria is to link these NAM and NAG together. For this, they remove the UDP, and this removal of UDP produces some energy which is used to link together these two branches. So after this process, these NAM and NAG are linked together, and the another NAM NAG group is another linked. So this process takes place by the help of glycine 5. So these glycine 5 residues remove these D-alanine groups and cause branching together of NAM-NAG molecules. Transpeptidase enzyme is used, and with this help, the removal of D-alanine takes place. What actually penicillin does, it directly acts on these D-alanine groups and inhibit the release of D-alanine. This branching is very important to maintain the integrity of cell, since the branching is inhibited by penicillin. So how does bacteria take up the penicillin? So the penicillin has a structure resembling to the D-alanine. So since the structure is resembling to D-alanine and D-alanine, the bacteria take the penicillin by mistake, and due to which this structure directly goes and bound to this branching, and due to which they inhibit the D-alanine release. Since D-alanine would not be released, as well as the transpeptidase enzyme function is also inhibited by penicillin. So the branching between NAM and NAG and the cross-linking between NAM and NAG is completely inhibited, due to which the cell lysis occurs and the cell wall synthesis does not take place, and the cell as well as bacteria dies. So there is one more point for penicillin is penicillin goes and binds to the penicillin binding proteins. These penicillin binding proteins are of various types like PBP1A, 1B, 2, 3 and 4 to 6. So for 1A and 1B cause cell lysis. PBP2 cause cell division inhibition. PBP3 cause formation of long filamentous shape by the failure to produce septum. So the bacteria is not able to produce septum. Shape is converted to a long filamentous shape. And PBP4 and 6 cause no lethal effects on the bacteria. Therefore, penicillin binding proteins plays a very important role to locate the site at which the penicillin can act on the bacteria. So this was all about the mechanism of action of penicillin. Thank you for watching my video, and please like my video, share it and comment on it, and if you want me to explain a specific part, please write down in the comment box.